Hi, you guys. I'm losing my voice this weekend, so I figured I'll make a video to teach you guys how to finish up your DBQ outline because we do need to get this done. So we need to get your essays finished and in before Thanksgiving break. So what we have left on our outline is where we have body paragraph 1, 2, 3. We have the first sentence still empty. And this is on purpose because this is one of the easiest steps. So, say your first paragraph, your first bucket is about children. So, all you will do to finish the sentence is one reason Hammurabi's codes were unjust was because he was unfair to children. You're just filling in this sentence to say what this paragraph is about. Say you wrote the green part, your first paragraph about women, you would just say one reason Hammurabi's codes were unjust was because he was unkind to women. Or if you did slaves in this first paragraph, one reason Hammurabi's codes were unjust was because he was evil towards slaves. So you're just completing the sentence. It's that simple. If you can't think of how to complete the sentence, all you do is simply look at your chicken foot, and we already wrote down the 3 reasons. So you're just placing that reason into this sentence. Then when you get to the next section, I have another sentence starter for you. So additionally, Hammurabi's codes were unethical because if this paragraph is about the common man, you could say because it was even against the common man. If this paragraph was about slaves, additionally, Hammurabi's codes were unethical because he was evil towards slaves. Again, if you are having trouble coming up with one of the reasons, you find it on the branch, but you already assigned your reasons to each paragraph because you already wrote the claims and evidence. So then you do it again for the last body paragraph and the sentence starters there. Furthermore, Hammurabi's codes didn't protect, and whatever you made that paragraph about, that's what you would put. If it didn't protect children, and that's what you wrote about, that's what you do. If it didn't protect women, you complete the sentence by saying it didn't protect women. So you're just completing these sentences. It's that simple. Again, you can use whatever you said here. Didn't protect women, was evil towards children. So you're completing that sentence. Then when you get to your conclusion, it's fairly easy. All you have to do is complete the sentences again. Hammurabi created his set of laws too. Why did he create his set of laws? He created his set of laws to control everyone. Or you can say Hammurabi created his set of laws to make his life easier. Hammurabi created his set of laws to push order on Mesopotamia. Or Hammurabi created his set of laws to deplete the lives of other people that were not like him. Or Hammurabi created his set of laws to inflict fear on his people so that they would follow him. So you're just answering this sentence. Then you're putting, when he created his set of codes, he had bad intentions. You would only put good intentions if you argued that he was just. But for the most part, this is our first DBQ. We all argued that he was unjust. So you would circle bad and you would complete that sentence. Then listen up here because this is where some students get confused. Some may argue that you're going to put one argument for the other side. So say some may argue that without Hammurabi's codes, there would be no order. Or some may argue that Hammurabi was just trying his best to create order. Or some may argue that some of Hammurabi's codes were just. So you're going to continue this sentence. But the however part in every essay, you're going to, even if you say the other side, you're always going to argue back your side. A lawyer would never say, oh, you have a good point, and then not say anything after that. They would say, oh, I see what you're talking about. I see you have this point, and that's this number 3. Some may argue that. You say, hey, yeah, you guys may be right there. However, and then you're going to use your best evidence. So for example, some may argue that Hammurabi was trying to create order. However, killing people and drowning them is the opposite of creating order. So you're always going to argue against that. Or some may argue that Hammurabi was just because he had some just laws. However, and then you can count up the laws in Hammurabi's codes. However, 75% of the laws were unjust. and only 25% of the laws were just. I just made up those numbers. You guys would have to count if you're using that one. So you're just putting one argument. Then your last sentence of your essay is going to be using one of these sentence starters. These are conclusion sentence starters. So you can say, to conclude, or overall, with all this in mind, make sure you have the comma, and then you're going to say how Hammurabi was unjust, the 3 reasons. So, for example, ultimately, Hammurabi was unfair to women, children, and the common man. Or to conclude, Hammurabi was evil and was not fair to women, children, and slaves. So you're just rewording your thesis, which was this sentence right here, the whole sentence, and you're rewording that using one of these sentence starters. If you have questions, raise your hand.